Everybody, I'm here at the 2K booth and I'm talking with Scott, and we're going to go into a little bit on Borderlands 2. Now, the world of Pandora seems really different. By different, I mean polished severely. Can you tell me the changes that's going on in Pandora?
I mean, there's a lot of things. The world itself is a lot more diverse. There's a lot more variety in the environments, the weapons, the gear, the loot, the characters themselves. I mean, we took the base of what was Borderlands and we really have just tried to amp it up and add new layers onto that. So everything from the weapon system being completely rebuilt from the ground up, a lot more variety and distinct features inside of those, to the enemies that inhabit the world and all the different zones with the visual distinctions and the characters themselves, and really feel like, and we've really put a heavy emphasis on the story this time too. We're not a super cinematic game, but we're going to deliver a much more rich story through the experience as well. So we just took a lot of those things and really kind of took our 4-player cooperative nature and really just tried to ramp it up even more. So
there's been definitely a lot of enhancements. I've been playing the demo for about a good 10-15 minutes. And like you said, you did change a lot of things, but I noticed some good things did remain unchanged, such as the amount of damages you deal falls out of the enemy, so the players feel like they're really doing something.
Yeah.
Even though it may not be a lot of damage, you're still doing something. In accordance to that, the characters, the voiceovers, they're a lot more audible now. They speak a lot more. Was these mental things that you guys went over and said, we're going to keep this, we're going to add that, and we're going to better this?
Yeah, the core is definitely the same. If you enjoyed Borderlands, it's still a shooter-looter. I mean, it's got all the RPG, it's got all the FPS, but we've taken each side of that from the first-person side and making the combat more fresh and interesting with better AI and behaviors. From the RPG side, adding 30% more skills per each class, more just depth inside of building your character. If you want to get really stat-heavy, you can. But if you just want to deliver damage and shoot lots of things and not think, you can do that too. So
there's definitely a lot of diversity. I want to touch up a little bit on the character classes. We was able to play 2 here at the demo. What are all 4 classes, and what exactly do they bring to the table?
Yeah, so you've got Axton, the Commando, which is, all of these characters in a way are sort of extensions of the last Vault Hunters from the last game. So you've got Axton, the Commando. He throws down a turret kind of similar to Roland, but it plays completely different, and it can do different things like teleport to locations and just attach to walls and all sorts of crazy things. And you've got Maya the Siren, who, like Lilith, is a Siren, but has a totally different skill. I don't know if you played her.
Oh yeah, definitely. I played all the characters thoroughly. They're all very differently, but I like the Brawler.
Yeah. So, and that's where sort of Salvador comes in this game. He's kind of like Brick, but he's a little more condensed, and instead of dual-wielding fists, he's dual-wielding guns. But so you can dual-wield any of the millions of gun variants in this game at the same time, which to me is pretty friggin' fun, like in the game. And then Zero is our assassin, who he has a skill that's called Deception, which basically, he's not playable here, but he goes stealth, leaves a decoy of himself, and he has this timer, and during this timer, he has a countdown that counts down, and the closer to 0 that you attack, the more damage that you deal. And in doing that, it's up to you. Do you want to play him as a sniper? Do you want to play him as a close combat, use his sword? So there's a lot more depth inside of each of the classes, and that's the same with Maya, with the phase lock. It brings a character out of battle, but as you go through, and you have it doing AoE effects after it kills, and it catches everything else around it on fire. I mean, there's a lot of different varieties and ways that you can approach combat with these guys. So
that's really amazing. I definitely can't wait to play all the classes. Now, you guys seem to focus a lot on variety, like you said, and changing in that. Now, the action is extremely crisp. I gotta say, the action is great. The role-playing elements, I can only imagine from the first Borderlands, you guys had collectibles and unlockables that was uncountable, unimaginable. Is it even more immeasurable in this one?
Oh, definitely. And the same attention that we've given to the gun, we've given to the grenades. And I mean, you've got grenades that jump in the air, do 360s, and blow fire in every direction. I mean, it's like that, to the class mods, to the relics, to everything. I mean, the gear is, like I said, we took those components and we ramped everything up. I mean, we try to get as badass as we can and as ridiculous as we can, and that's kind of one of our mottos. I mean, we just take it to the next level, and So it's a huge improvement over the last game, we feel.
You guys definitely did take it to the next level, and it's just from the 10 minutes of me playing.
Awesome.
Now, there's so much stuff we could keep talking about, but it's better that the gamers out there go out and play it. So when can we expect Borderlands to drop?
In September 16th.
September 16th?
Yeah.
All right, thanks a lot. Thanks for your time. It's an amazing game you guys have here.